Let's talk about prevention, because this is how we
That's
prevent
where
these
it's
huge
at,
outbreaks.
right?
Yes.
Exactly.
First and foremost, wash your hands, right?
Oh.
People forget that it's something as simple as you touch a doorknob, you're out traveling, you touch a doorknob, and then you touch your eyes,
And
next thing you know,
done.
you're sick.
You're done. Does like a Purell or the hand sanitizers, are they effective as well? Because sometimes you can't get to a sink to like literally wash your hands.
I carry a hand sanitizer with me when I travel. If I can't get to a sink, or you go into the bathroom and it's dirtier than anything else,
right,
I will use that hand sanitizer,
so it
alcohol-based.
does help a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Second tip, so you're gonna wash your hands, but biggest thing, avoid touching your eyes, your nose, and your mouth.
Yeah, you forget that that's all related.
If I have the virus on my hand, right, and I touch my elbow, I'm not going to get sick from that. But if I touch a moist mucous membrane like my eyes, very likely to get sick.
That's right.
And then this is such an important one. You mentioned it. If you're sick and you think you have influenza, or God forbid, one of these other viruses like coronavirus, or these viruses change every year, stay home. If you have a fever and you're coughing, and or if you have to go seek medical help, that's fine too. But don't go to work or go to school and then you pass it along. And getting back to something like this, if you're at home and let's say you're a mother and you're worried that you might have a respiratory virus, it's okay to put one of these on to prevent spreading it. If you cough or sneeze, do it into your elbow, because if I sneeze or cough into my hand and then I high five you, I've given you the virus.
Done.
All right, that's how it's so easy for these things to spread. Wearing over-the-counter surgical masks or construction masks are beneficial for preventing respiratory viruses. True or false?
I don't know. That one I really don't know. Here,
and
I'm looking at
a 50-50. It's false.
False.
And I thought of this yesterday flying, because a lot of people are now wearing these.
Because of coronavirus, right? Everybody's wearing a lot of them. Yeah.
So let's talk briefly about a type of mask that could prevent getting a respiratory virus. It's called an N95. But the reality is these are really for healthcare settings or for particular situations where you're really, really at risk. Let's talk about this. When I put this on, what am I primarily accomplishing? I'm probably not preventing myself from getting sick, but these do hold some value. If I am sick and I'm coughing and sneezing,
it's making other people more protected.
So if someone is wearing this and they're sick, I actually am very thankful to them for that. So just remember, these surgical masks.
But it can't protect you because air can get it all over.
If you look at this mask, when I put it on, there's all these openings.
Sure.
So
right here.
And still, a lot of times you get sick from these viruses from touching your eyes, and you're still transmitting the virus via that point.